Okay, so now we will discuss a fourth problem in your primer book. So that is a square prism of 35 mm side, same 35 mm, base is 60, same previous problem. 60 mm axis length is 35 mm is side length, and resting on same HP on one of its edge. It is also same on edge condition. So draw the projection of the prism when axis, yes, when the axis is inclined to HP as well as VP. So axis is inclined, HP is common, okay, but axis is inclined to VP. If axis inclined to VP, you have to go with the beta method. See, you have to go with the beta angle. That is what? Locus method. First, you have to start with the top view with the same square. Next, HP inclination of 45 degree, and third, you have to go with a 30 degree for VP, and we have to find out the beta angle. On that beta angle, you have to reconstruct the top view and go for the front view. That is what the fourth problem we are going to discuss. Okay, so this is the same fourth problem in your primer book. The square prism of 30 mm. Okay, the square prism of 30 mm side and the base 60 mm, axis length 60 and base is 35 mm, and rest on HP, one of its edge condition. So with this we are going to easily construct the first position and draw the projection of the prism when axis, the same axis, is inclined to HP as well as VP. Okay. So first you have to draw XY line and show VP and HP. First thing. Next you have to construct the square prism, side 35 mm, axis 60. So that much of data is enough to construct the first position. So with the help of scale, okay, so it's a corner condition, sorry, edge condition, so that square, normal square. So if you see from the square prism, it will look like only square. Yes, this is what the condition. It is a right side condition. So edge condition. $35 mm. Yes, if you see from the top, only it look like a top face is visible, and you have to name it. If you see from this scale as an prism, square prism, this top view is visible, this bottom view is not visible. So only the top view visible. It means that there is a bottom view, but it is emerged in the top view. So I have to name it A, B, C, D are visible, and A1, B1, C1, D1 are the invisible. Bottom faces having an invisible faces. So that should written in the A1, B1, C1 in the bracket. And center, you have to mark the center for O and O dash. Okay. So if you see from the front, the prism is visible, only rectangular faces are visible. There is no top face or bottom face visible, only rectangular faces are visible. Yes, in the front it is only look like a rectangular faces. A prism have a rectangular faces, side faces, only you can able to see that side rectangular faces. That is what the front view of first position, only in the first position. And exactly center you have to draw the axis, and after that you have to name it. You have to give the namings like this. In the bottom face only A1, B1 visible, in the top A dash, B dash visible, and D dash, C dash invisible, that's why written in the bracket, and here D1 dash and C1 dash is not visible, written in the bracket. Yes, second position is HP inclination because rest on HP, so that you have to go with the second position should be on HP 45 degree. So draw 45 degree either base inclination or axis inclination. So here I am going to take the base inclination. Previous problem I explained directly axis inclination, but here you just go with another method, that is what considering the base inclination. Base inclination is equal to axis inclination minus 45 degree, that gives the base inclination, and that inclination is 45 degree. So draw 45 degree here. Okay, so take the first draw 45 degree, and with the help of your compass, okay, take that and mark the distance and cut the arc like that. Okay, so placed it on A1 and cut O1 and C1 dash. Similarly height, you just take that compass, use the same compass and cut the arc, and same with the help of compass you can draw that. Next you can take the cross distance from D1, so B1 to D or A to C, cross distance, and you can cut the intersection. You will get two intersection points like that. Okay, then with the help of scale you can join all the intersections and all the center, so that you will get the same front view in a second position. And with the help of scale join all the intersection lines. And you will get this. Okay. And also center, you need that axis. That should be axis. It's not a continuous line, it's an axis line actually. Okay, I name all the points. So once the construction is over, you just give all namings as usual namings. So you should make thick so that it is visible and it is axis like that. You have to construct. Okay, once this over, you just project downward. So you just cross verify this base inclination is 45. If you project this axis and you measure the inclination, it should be 45. Okay, so given angle is 45, so this axis is also 45. It is second. So next go for the same top view. Project all the lines downward like this and mark the points and intersect and name it. I name A. If you see from the top, okay, so if you see from this top, this A dash, B dash, C dash is visible, so A, B, C, D is visible, and this B and C is there, that edge is not visible. Actually that edge is not visible, this edge is dotted line, and from this B to whatever that line is, it is also not visible. So this A and D is visible, and from D to D1 and A to A1 is visible. You join that. So these are the visible edges, and this dotted line, it is not visible. It should be written in the bracket. Okay, so now join. This edges is visible, yes, and the C to C1 is also not visible, but it is merged in this visible line. First always visible line is you have to draw, and that visible line will merge the dotted line and axis line, everything. and after that you have to draw the axis, because in third position we need axis, that's why you have to draw axis and you have to mark. So this O is visible and O1 is not visible. So this is for the second position. So this is second position. Okay, so in the first position axis is 60 mm, second position this axis is reduces, that's why you have to go with the locus method in the third position. Okay, and here 60 mm is there, but here it less than 60 mm, so you have to go with the locus method. First you have to draw the first you have to draw the same 60 mm for 30 mm. Use that protractor. Okay, so first draw one parallel line and mark 30 degree and draw it. Either you can take right side or left side, both are correct. You just take yes, like that you have to draw and mark it as a O. Okay, and 30 mm, mark that with the help of protractor, mark 30 mm and join the line like that. And here I am not used to box method, I am used to conventional compass method. By using a compass, cutting the arc, you can reconstruct. Make it this as a O and O1. As like that you have to cut, first cut the arc on 30 degree and draw the locus line. You have to draw the locus line and take the second position axis and cut the arc. Okay, then take the second position, yes, from that you have to cut the arc, then join that line and you will get a beta angle. First on that beta angle you are going to reconstruct everything. Yes, that is O and O1. Actually that is line is called as O and O1. On that O and O1, the new position that is called beta angle, you have to measure the beta angle and you have to write beta angle is, if it is 30, the beta angle you are getting is nearly 44 or 45. So see, you will get 45, I think. Angle is 45. Okay, once you got the beta angle on that 45 degree line, you have to reconstruct everything. This second position top view. Okay, so either you can use the box method. Box method is a very easy method, but here I used compass method. So construct all the points, okay, by cutting the arc and you will get that, yes, compass. So like that, use the compass and place here and cut the arc. Okay, finally I got this. Okay, reconstruction. And once the reconstruction is over, name the all the points. Then go for the vertical projection and horizontal projection and mark respective D1, D1 dash, mark it as a D1 dash, A1, A1 dash, B1, B1 dash, C1, C1 dash, and A, B, C, D with respect to A dash, B dash, C dash. And like that you have to draw horizontal line. Okay, and next respective points you have to mark. Like this you have to mark the points. And if you see from the front, okay, if you see from the front, okay, only this bottom face is visible, this top face is not visible. Okay, so you have to mark all the two. Yes, A1, like that you have to mark all the points. Then if you see from the front, this face, bottom face is visible clearly and this face is not visible. So first draw this visible face, join A to B, B to C, C to D. like this you have to join, and you have to join the points. Yes, first join all the visible edges. Yes, and it is dotted. Then join the invisible edges with the help of scale. And remove all hidden edges. Yes, this is what the, see, first position, second position, third position. So first position is normal initial position, 35 mm, 60 mm axis. Second is inclined to HP 45 degree, either base inclination or axis inclination. Then project, you will get a top view. Then third position is locus method for VP inclination. First draw the 30 degree, then take the 60 mm, cut that and draw the locus line, and take the second mm. From here cut the arc, you will get a beta angle. On that beta angle you are going to reconstruct entire thing, and once the reconstruction is over, go for the vertical projection so that you will get a final front view. Clear? See, this is what the yes, beta angle is 45, and final, this, if you see from the top front, so this face is clearly visible, this face is not visible, that's why we written in the dotted line. Okay, so fifth problem is a pentagonal prism. So this problem is based on the pentagonal, the lamina is pentagon, and of course it's a prism of 25 mm side, and axis is 60 mm. The length rests on HP on one of its edge. Yes, this is on edge. So by using these data, we are easily construct the first position. So top view, edge condition, pentagon for the top, and for the front it is a prism. Okay. So next is base which is inclined. Yes, of course it is on a base inclination. VP is base inclination, the same edge inclination. So normal method. If it is axis, then it is a locus method, but here it's a normal method. And draw the projection of the prism. Axis inclined to HP at 40 degree. Yes, axis is as usual inclined for HP, so that 40 degree. But VP, if it is axis, then locus method. If it is not axis, the same edge is inclined, so I have to go with a normal method. So first position, second position, third position. So and third position is normal method, second position is HP inclination, and first position is normal as usual, a front view with a edge condition. Okay. Yes, first you have to draw XY line, and VP, HP you have to indicate, and after that you have to construct the pentagon. Okay, we already discussed in our projection of planes how to construct a pentagon. Okay, so here I am directly construct pentagon with a software method, and I will explain. So pentagon of 25 mm side. Okay, in the given 25 mm side, so here take that 25 mm, and first angle is always 0. Next is 25, second angle is 72, and 25, third angle is 72 into 3, okay, so 25, 72 into 2, next 25, 72 into 3, 25, 72 into 4. So like that you have to construct first a pentagon. Clear? Once the pentagon is constructed, next you have to make it a edge condition by using rotate option. So this is an pentagon with a edge condition, always right side, and if you want you can measure, this is a 25 mm. And once it is over, go for the center, and here always center is should be bisector, it is called bisector. Okay, so first draw the bisector for any two edges. Yes, this intersection is called as a O, and you can call it as a this A, B, C, D, E. And similarly here A1 bracket A1, and here in bracket B1 bracket C1, means it is not visible, and in bracket D1 and in bracket E1 are not visible, and here O is visible and O1 is not visible. Like that you have to name it. Next, go for the vertical projection. First you have to draw for axis and draw all the corner to the XY line. Okay, once it is over, you have to draw first axis. So this is what the axis, it is of 60. Draw it. Is it correct? 60, yes. Next, draw all edges. This edges is also same 60 in case of same 60, place it and draw. Okay, you just measure this axis length is 60, and after that you have to give naming. If you see from this front, okay, this B1 is visible, so B1 dash, okay, and this B1 dash is visible. First write down A1 dash, A1 dash visible, and here B1 dash visible, but bracket E1 dash you have to write, and here C1 dash visible, in bracket D1 dash you have to write, and here one more thing, this O1, so this is O1, okay, this is bracket O1 dash not visible, bracket O1 dash not visible, and here also same thing, in bracket O dash is not visible, and here C dash visible, in bracket D dash, and here B dash visible, in bracket E dash not visible, and here A dash visible. So this is what the first position. Okay, and second position, this axis inclined at 40 degree. Okay, so either you can take axis inclination or base inclination. Here I am going to show you the base inclination. Okay, so how we are going to draw means, take this, okay, and copy all the points. Next, move option, take this and move here, and go to rotate option, and this is a fixed point and this is rotating point, and it should be angle of how much? That angle should be 40 degree, so write 40 degree angle. Okay, see, like this you have to reconstruct, and already I shown how to reconstruct with help of manual method. First you have to take this, measure this distance and place the C1 dash here, and take the compass, stretch up to A1, cut the arc, and here take that for 40 degree, so here it is 40 degree. Okay, so if you take this 40 degree, this is a 50 degree actually. Okay, so make it this as a, so this should be this as a fixed and this as a, okay, it should be angle. It is actually base means, okay, we just cross verify. So this should be 40, correct? And if 40, this base should be 50. See, okay, either you can take base inclination or axis inclination, both are correct. Then go for the vertical projection. First you have to go with all these points. Yes, first you have to mark A. If you see from the top, this face is visible, so first draw that visible face. Okay, this A, here is there. This B, this is B, this is C, up to C, D, up to D, E, up to E. Okay, and we can name it as A, B, C, D, E. Then join the visible edge. First A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to A. Then here this is a A1, B1, C1, D1 and E1. First you have to draw the visible edges. This A to A is visible, okay, this is visible, so this is also visible. Okay, from here to visible, and from here to here also visible, from here to here it is also visible. First you have to draw visible. Yes, like this, only the visible edges. If you see from the top, this is only a visible, and there is an invisible edges. Of course there is an invisible edges. So this is E2, okay, D1 and C1 and this. Next here to here, here to here, there is a edges, but they are invisible, means they are merged. Clear? And similarly you have to finally draw an axis. So like this you have to mark and join this as a axis. So from here to here it is an axis, and you have to name it this as a O, and this is in bracket O1. See, clear? It is in second position. And come to the third position. So third position is reconstruction of this thing, and here the same edge is inclined, so the same resting edge is inclined VP at 30 degrees, so it's a normal method. So reconstruction, draw first a line, and this should be VP of 30 degree, okay, VP of 30 degree. So draw 30 degree, length we don't know, angle with help of compass draw 30 degree. So this angle should be 30. Clear? It is 30. So next you have to reconstruct entire thing on here, and you just go with the a locus method. First you draw that D and C1 and D1. Take that. It is of same 25 mm. Like this you have to reconstruct. Yes, once this dotted line is drawn on a 30-degree, and you should name it. This one is an bracket D1. Okay, it should be written in a bracket, hence it is not visible. Bracket C1. Here also you have to write the same thing. Okay, and after that you just draw a vertical lines. I will show you how to reconstruct in a manual method. So in a software method, is very easy. Just to copy this entire thing and move and rotate. Only 2 steps. But in a manual method, you have to go with a box method. Okay, first you have to draw that. Then you have to use the scale. Okay. Then first you have to measure this. Okay. So the distance between. So here to here, here to here, you have to measure the distance. It is exactly from the center, from here to here. What's the distance? And the same from here to here. Like this you have to measure. Then draw the line. First from the middle. Okay, from the middle it should be perpendicular. Okay, you just draw a line. We don't know the length. The same perpendicular line you have to draw, and from here same a perpendicular line with the help of your scale. Okay, draw the line. Like this you have to draw, and from the center. Okay, so from the center there is a distance of 20.35. so this distance you have to draw one more 2 lines. From here it is of length is 20.23. so measure your scale and draw a line. Okay, similarly from here make the and draw the line, and afterwards extend like this. First draw all the lines like this. Okay, then use the compass. Okay, you just use the compass and mark the points like A1, A. So from here to here distance you have to measure, from here to this distance. Then from here to this distance you have to measure and use your compass. Okay, so from here the distance is 21.23, and cut the arc. Similarly from here the distance is 24.73. cut the arc, and you can name it as this is a A1, and this you can name it as A. Similarly I need E1 and I need D1, so use the same arc. So place the same here. Okay, and this is D1. Okay, already, and we got that, and we need a distance of this D1. Okay, so for that you just measure and take the same. So from here cut the arc of 17.12. Similarly placed here. Okay, and the same distance of 17.12. cut the arc. See, like that you have to cut the arc, and You got the points of this one is called it is called okay, so sorry, we have to cut up to here. Okay, so this point we can call it as a, this is a D1 C1, okay, and this is B1 and this one is E1. Like that you have to mark the point. If you see from the here this same you have to join, okay, as usual. Same thing. Yes, like this. First you have to draw this. Next to go for this this one. Okay, we completed this, and next we got the point A. Okay, similarly we need a point E as well as point B. So for this we just draw here, there is a parallel line is there, so draw a parallel line of a distance. So this distance is, measure the distance from here to here. Distance is how much? So this distance that you have to measure 45.96. so draw a same parallel line. Okay, so draw a parallel line or take this line and move same parallel line at a distance of 45.96. use roller. So measure this 45.96. set this line, okay, place it. Yes, so this is the edge, okay, and join this. So from here to and here to here. Okay, so this point we can call it as a yes, we can call it as C and D. This is a C and this one is D. Okay, so once we got C and D, we need a distance. Okay, let's take the same compass and distance of 17.12. cut the arc from here, and same here the distance of 17.12, cut the arc. Okay, then use join this, like this you have to reconstruct. Then use the same, so here to here is visible and from here to here is visible. Okay, so this is what the visible edges, and here also same thing. Okay, yes, this is what visible. From here same thing, whatever the visible line, whatever the invisible line, like this you have to draw. Okay, and also you have to mark the point O. And once we got this, and go for the vertical projections, and So next is a final. So in the final, yes, you have to draw all the points like this. Okay, so first A is here. If you see from the front, this face is visible, this face is not visible. So A1 is here, and A1 is here, and B1 is here, and B1 is here, and C1 is here, and C1 is here, and D1 is here, and D1 is here, and E is here, and E is here. So join. So first A to B, B to C, you have to join, C to D, like this you have to join, visible. Next, invisible, you have to mark. So A is here, and A is here, and B, so B, so C, and C is here, and D, so D, okay, and here you have to join first a visible edges. Yes, okay, and now join the invisible edges. Yes, after that you have to name it. This is a B1 dash, this is A1 dash, and this is sorry D1 dash, and this is and here this is A dash, this is E dash, and this is B dash, and this is C dash, and in bracket D dash. Okay, so like this you have to show, and finally you have to give the arrow mark. Okay, and also mark the center. So center, okay, so it is here, so here too you have to mark this as a O bracket O dash. and this one is called as a O dash, O1 dash. Okay. Take the line and continuous line, so from here to here you have to join. Yes. So this is what the 3 views for the pentagon. Okay, first position, second position, third position. Edge is inclined.